Just kidding, I am now. Well, I'm not kidding, but I am right now. Hey. On the YouTubes.
What?
Yeah, and I'm actually in up and down style. I hate going the other way with it because it shows the phone stand.
Yeah.
I think I can show things better like this, but I don't know how it looks on the other side. Hey, one person. I have one viewer, and welcome. It's Bridget. Yes, you can ask me a question.
Do they have bloodstone in like raw chunks?
Yes. I don't typically get it in raw chunks.
Yeah.
Is she wanting rough?
Yeah, she just says, do you have raw? And then she says, you know, I'm not so sure about all the stones, so she's kind of like trying to
No, I think that, I have a sphere of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can get worry stones of it, but I don't have any right now.
And towers, I know we can get them.
Yeah, definitely towers.
Okay, so we don't really usually find it.
Yeah, it can, but it's a cheaper stone, so it's not expensive to polish it.
Right.
So you would mostly see it polished. Hey, we probably have tumbles of it, like right now.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
look to see if we've
I would
got-
tell her we've got polished tumbles. That would be probably the best way for her to start with it. Hey, hey Megan. Welcome. We're doing a little recap of what we showed yesterday. So I'm gonna do a little scan. So we have some random poll items over here. All the random poll stuff that I'm making a list for is the satin spar wands, which are 8. The spirals, which I have on a light base right now, but my light's on, so you might not be able to see that. No problem. Do you want to see the lepidolite? I have it right here. The big freeform, and I think David put this down to 75. But it's a massive, super juicy freeform. It's definitely more purple and better mica flash than the lepidolite that we found at the warehouse. So yeah, those spheres were a little more lavender purple, and this one's kind of juicy, and the mica that's in there is really, really flashy. So this is definitely, to me, a more attractive type of lepidolite. Not to down the other lepidolite. The eggs at the warehouse were really good. They were dark like this, but the spheres were not. And the eggs were more pricey. So, good quality on that one. Yeah, no problem. That's a good one. Other random polls we have are the wands. So we have the Amazonite wands, which these are really, really well polished. And super flashy, like when you actually get the schiller. I don't know if it will for me because YouTube doesn't let me use a light on my phone. But they are pretty flashy with the schiller once you get into them. Other random polls, the Agar Wood Kuan Yin statues. I'm just going to start using this light. I'm using a flashlight on here. And these are also 12. I'm not sure how many of those. I think I have... Oh yeah, I've got 7 of those left. There's lots of satin spar rods and spirals. So if anybody wants a bulk deal on any of them, let me know. So we could probably end up doing like 5 packs of wands or like 5 packs of spirals if you guys are working on like a huge grid. So there's lots of these left. So if anybody wants to do multiples, just let me know. There you go. It's my spotlight. It's a super powered light. It's like super flat. I'm not gonna do that because that would be rude to shine the light in your eyes, but it's very powerful. So it kind of blows out the image. Let's see how it looks with these. It's nice for the amethyst. These are like really nice, juicy Brazilian amethyst spheres that are 25. They are not lab grown, which is You know, sad that I have to say it, but a lot of people doing the amethyst spheres like this for like under $10, they are lab grown from China, which is a little disappointing. Not because lab grown stuff is bad, but if you want the real thing, you kind of want the real thing. Yeah, these are really pretty. Yeah, I can get you one of the amethysts. Let's see. I think this one's got a good amount of purple. I don't know. Let me look at all of them together. I don't know. I think I would go with the second one. It's cool. You can see like the little chevron look to it. So let me know if that one's good. I can definitely get you that one. Whoa, this song got really loud. Alright. It's weird that the comments don't stay up. It doesn't look the same. It also doesn't feel the same. And the thing is, compositionally, I guess, like, it is the same, but I can definitely tell a difference in something that is lab-grown. In our shop, we'll sometimes sell lab-grown stuff, like, Granny's are going to have a couple lab-grown towers, but they're obviously going to, you know, sell them and price them as lab-grown towers, which is totally fine, because the stuff is beautiful. And if you're on a budget and you want to just grab, you know, a lab-grown thing, that's great. And I have lab-grown stuff. I think a lot of it is, you know, pretty if it's done right, but it just can't be sold as the real thing. So that's the only part where the issue comes in. And honestly, I mean, it's not that the sellers are shady, it's just that they don't know. So there's a lot of misinformation from the wholesalers that they're even getting stuff from. So definitely just something to watch out for. We have the little turtle coins. I'm really excited to make these. They are little, they are called Aqua Obsidian, but they are called obsidian because it's glass. So it's a man-made blue tinted glass. And we got a little turtle on this one. And then he actually has like patterns. And I like the way it carved because it does look very like sparkly. So we've got the turtles for 8. Other random pull stuff is the soaps. The jet soaps, which normally we just have the jet and tumbles. So they call these soaps, but they're palm stones. I guess because they are shaped like little hotel soaps. But jet palms are 15 a piece. Kind of an odd thing to have. Jet's not super popular anyways, but mostly we find it in tumbles. I think it was originally used for a lot of like jewelry items. Yeah, the smoke glass stuff is really, really pretty. And I think everything is super expensive on Etsy. Let's see. Okay, comments. Stay up. Got him. YouTube is so weird. But I love that there's no lag. It's my little spotlight. Looks like we have 2 of the calcites left. These are really cool pieces. The blue Aquatine Lemurian calcite is the big trade name on these pieces. But it's a blue calcite sphere from Argentina. And you can, I guess, use the trade name, but it is so that other people can sell them ridiculously expensively. It is hard to find, so it's still a pricey material. But, you know, when you give it a fun name, it kind of adds a little value there. So we will probably just be invoicing these as blue calcite spheres from Argentina. Mostly because that's what they are. Okay. Scan-wise, here's what we've got. The mini pyramids are starting, or they're all 15, I think, for the minis. Yes, I think we do have large fluorite towers. coming in, but I think those might be going to Granny's. I know that Granny's has some big Septarian towers coming in. I'm not sure. I might have golden healers. I might have golden healers coming in. I've made so many orders, it's like crazy. I have some big amethyst towers coming in too, like nice Brazilian amethyst. Oh, the Kuan Yins, we didn't even show these too up close yesterday. You get the fluorite Kuan Yins, which are 35. Who else was I rushing through yesterday? I showed the carnelian spheres. We do have some of the citrine towers. There's only one crackle quartz tower. Okay, the spotlight's kind of okay, because I can show you what I'm talking about. Moss agate spheres all in the front. They get carved in soon, calcite, but yes. Oh, the freeforms of pink calcite, like the fish. See, I have the fish down there. That piece. I'm getting those, but smaller. So you guys, and they're uncarved when I get them, so you can pick what carving you would want on those. Ooh, will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you take the lid off of my cryptorite collection? And there's only like $4,000 worth of stuff in there, so no pressure.
You know. I'm always really careful.
She's like, totally. Leonmar pendants. Ooh, the fluffy rhodonites. You see that little fly bouncing around? He's like all over the place.
So how much does it mean when you're like, I just pay off the rest of my life to you? Like, how much is that exactly?
I know.
$7,000?
It's like, well...
So where do you work? Well, I don't actually work. I just owe my life.
I don't get to work
this lady
anymore.
and I dropped all her stuff.
Yeah. This one is 21. So some of the fluffy rhodonites, we have those. Thank you, Deb S. I'm so glad you liked the lotus. The obsidian carvings are so cool. And this carving back here is on wood, but those can also go on the obsidian mirrors. So that's a cool one. I think David put that on an obsidian mirror and it looked really good. We have moss agate worry stones, which I'm pretty sure were 10. They are super mossy though. This is really high quality moss. This one's bloodstone. So who's the bloodstone girl? You know the bloodstone girl? I would save this one aside for her because that is bloodstone. So more moss. Yeah, that one's really cool. So, lots of moss. You hand me the big cryptor, not the big cryptorite, the medium cryptorite. But I will take this drink. Alright, I'm going to show this one, your last request, then I will be there to help you. Yeah, this one's really cool. It's actually, like, more capped than the other one is. So, you can see how sparkly this is. I don't have a light on this. So, normally, wow. Yeah, these are crazy. Okay. Oh my gosh. And I'm getting more. I'm so excited. I'm getting maybe 2 more pieces, but then the person I'm getting them from is done selling. So, they obviously have to keep a good stock of it, and I would like to have a good stock of it. But this is the one. And then as far as like paperwork on it, it's I have the flyer that explains what it is and where it's found, but it is from the Auralite mine in Canada. So it's a it's basically like an Auralite 23 type deal, which is another trade name, but it's like that, but instead of being capped with like hematite, it's capped with cacoxenite. And there's only 10 kilos. So that's around what, 20 pounds? Only 20 pounds of this. And I wonder how much my big one weighs. Yeah, it's very, very cool stuff. Okay, I'm putting it up though. I don't want to touch it too much. So, that is the big, well, that's the little, no, that's the medium. That's the medium Cratur light because I have points and then I have the big one. The very, very big one. So, Rainbow Moonstone spheres, just to finish up the recap, we do have the Rainbow Moonstone. The garnets, I think, are super spectacular. And some of them have kyanite in them as well. So, the garnet spheres, calcite, angelite. The rubies, obviously, very cool. Moss agate wands. I have not even gone through these, but we have the wands that are 12. And there's quite a few. These are very cool. So, moss agate wands are 12. If you guys want me to pick you a good one of these. They're cute little wands. And then they're rounded at the end, so they do not stand as towers. But they're cool if you get enough. Like, they're cool to kind of spread out and do a grid with. Sold one, please. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's go with this one. This one is really, really cool. It has a lot of the like quartzy growth. And then it makes it so you can see the moss really, really well. Okay, Megan, I'm gonna get you on this one. These are really cool. Yeah, just message me. I know it's a big piece to think about. Trust me, because I had to think about it for a while before I actually got one. So, but then once I decided on it, I didn't just get one. I got so many. There were originally 6 in the group, 7 and then 8. So I have 8 of them, and then I think I have 2 more on the way. But then that's all of it. All right. Fluorite pyramids. These are the super juicies. If you guys are looking for blue polished fluorite.
These are dark.
These are really cool, yeah. They're super saturated. That one's 49.
Some of them are purple, I noticed. Like that one.
This.
Yeah,
it's like the most purple, but this one's really cool. It has a blue tip on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, Bridget, with the big one. I'm like, I'm fine getting it and then just putting it up for, 10, 20 years. And then
That kind of material, when it's limited
bring
like
it back out and see what happens,
When it's limited, it just, the price only goes up.
Yeah.
On minerals in general, like really nice minerals, the price always goes up.
Yeah, and that's kind of where our shop is moving towards. I'm gonna hopefully be getting like a lot of big specimens and collector things that you guys can get under, the assumption that it will collect value as it goes. So that's kind of where we're headed towards, is getting like a lot of really, really good quality stuff. It can also like help set us apart because Facebook is so full of lives. Like, it takes nothing to sell crystals, but that's because there's certain markets that have made it super, super easy to get in and sell crystals. Anybody
can go and get a bunch of Chinese stuff and sell it.
Yeah, you can go put in a $200 order on Wish and have that stuff shipped to you. So, which is what some sellers do. They really do just go buy stuff on Wish, get it in, and then resell it. So, we want to separate ourselves from that a little bit. Like everything out on the table here, nothing on this table right here was processed in China. It's all Indian or Brazilian.
It's not even a China thing, you know what I mean? Because
no, China has good stuff. Like the fluorite's really great, but it's like,
but they just mass production.
They
mass produce things. Like you can China has vendors that have like bins full of like different materials.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is lab-made material. A lot of it is fake material.
That's the thing. Like this, the reason I grabbed this is because you might see somebody selling one of these for this size for like $8, but they also paid 50 cents for it because they bought, a bunch of lab-made or dyed material, and they're very good at making it look genuine, but the price is a huge, tip off of like what it is that you're actually getting. So just to kind of, we want to market more towards people who are taking mineral collecting a little more seriously, I guess would be where we're going with this side of it.
Yeah, it's seriousness in the sense of like where you want to know where your things are coming from.
Yes.
Stuff like that. Like, not so much as in like serious, oh, I just got a ton of crystals, because a lot of people are like that. And there's a lot of people that don't care. Like, they don't care if their tower is lab made or dyed or whatever, and they just like the way it looks, and that's totally fine too.
Yeah, because we're going to do that. Like, Granny's has lab made stuff back there. But when they sell it to you, they're not going to price it as a Brazilian item, and they're not going to sell it as a genuine quartz. Like, they're going to tell you, hey, this next thing is lab grown, so we got a really good price on it. It's super pretty. It's beautiful. Like, maybe, maybe your daughter wants a really cute aura cluster, and that's totally cool because it's super fun. It's just not honest the way a lot of people market their stuff. So
yeah, if they don't tell you the details, then I feel like it's a little bit dishonest.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, like, okay, like the lab sphere, for example, or not a lab sphere, amethyst sphere, that size, that is lab made material. A lab made piece, like, you really can't tell the difference very easily, because a lab made piece is a real piece of amethyst.
Yeah, compositionally, it is amethyst.
Yeah, it is amethyst, but it's just been made in a factory, basically, that created this thing. And the thing about it, though, is like they're super cheap. So like someone could be selling you a sphere like that for like $10, but they paid less than 50 cents for it or something.
Yeah.
So they're really getting over on people by not telling them the details.
Real story.
Yeah. Because the thing is, like, if they do, they know that, oh, I can go on Wish and get that same thing for $1.50 with free shipping. That's the kind of the way that it works. So it's a little bit underhanded in the way that they approach it sometimes.
I am showcasing one more piece before I go, and it's because I didn't get to show it too up close yesterday, but it's a super juicy amethyst that I found at the warehouse, and I could not leave it there because there's a whole coating of druze over this, and I'm pretty sure he does self-stand. So this one's $125, so it is a payment plan item, but it's a super druzy covered amethyst. Yeah, they have some really nice quality stuff at the warehouse, like all that white areas in there, those are also druzy. Oh, they're super cute. So we have that one. There's also another flower plate over there. Yeah, this one's a really nice amethyst because you get a lot of juicy amethyst. Also, these calcites are druze.
That's a cool one.
So, just like the badger, I guess, with the druzy calcites. And then this one, also super druzy. Okay, so we're leaving. We're gonna eat lunch and then set up to do Facebook tonight. So thank you for hanging out for the recap. It was nice to show everything that I didn't get to yesterday. Oh, of course, my big fuchsite. Love that one. Okay, yeah, we're leaving. We'll be back tonight. I don't know what time.
Yeah.
7?
I don't know.
Maybe 6:30.
It just depends on when we have everything ready.
It depends. I gotta open some more stuff and get some new stuff out for tonight. So we'll be on soonly.
Alright.
Probably not. I don't even know what time it is, but I'm leaving, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
How do I end this?
The X. Yeah.
Alright, we'll just leave it on and do a reality show.